Okay, I'm gonna do sections here to pre-trip inspection. I'm gonna start here at the front of the trailer skin. There's no holes, no tears, no intrusions in the skin. The clearance light securely mounted, not cracked or broken, clean and clear, amber and color. Now I'm gonna come down to the glare hand. This is the emergency glare hand. And check it, I will take it off. I'll look on both sides to make sure it's free of water and debris. I'm gonna check the rubber gasket. It's not dry right, it's not torn, none is missing. The same way I check the emergency glare hand, I will check the service glare hand. The electrical line, we'll pull it, take it off. I'm gonna shake it, make sure it's free of water and debris. I'm gonna check the pins to make sure they're not bent or broken, none are loose or missing. Now I'm gonna come down, look at the bottom rail and the top rail. They're securely mounted. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. Now I'm gonna come to the side skin of the trailer. There's no holes, no tears, no intrusions in the side skin. The trailer supports. They're securely mounted. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. The DOT reflective tape is clean and clear. Must be at least 50% of the trailer. Now I'm gonna come down through the fifth wheel. This is not a sliding fifth wheel, it's a fixed fifth wheel. It's properly mounted, secured to the frame. All the bolts are present. None are loose or missing. The apron is securely mounted, not cracked or broken. This is the skid plate. It's securely mounted to this platform with a mounting pin and cotter pin, not cracked or broken. The skid plate is greased. There's no gap between the apron and the skid plate. That lets you know I'm properly coupled to the trailer. This is the release arm. It's not bent nor broken. It's not in a locked position. Now I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna look all the way up in there. I'm going to check to make sure that the jaws are locked around the shank of the kingpin. The kingpin itself, it's not bent nor broken. Now I'm going to come back here, do the outside and inside landing gear supports. They're securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken. The landing gear foot, it's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken. The crank, I'll take it off, turn it, goes up and down. It's in proper working order. Working my way back. Now I'm going to look at the floor supports. They're securely mounted. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. None are missing. The floor, there's no holes, no tears, no intrusions in the floor. Working my way back. That's the spare tire holder. It's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken. Now I got a reflector and a marker light. They're securely mounted, not cracked or broken. They're clean and clear, amber in color. These are the air lines to the brake chamber. They're securely mounted. There's no abrasions, no bumps, no cuts in them. Not leaking in the air. Must be at least 18 inches off the ground. Now I'm gonna come back to the tandem. This is the tandem release arm and tandem pin. They're securely mounted, not bent or broken. This is the mount for the torque arm and the leaf springs. The torque arm is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken. The leaf springs themselves, they're securely mounted, they're not shifted, bent, or broken, and they're connected back here to the axle with these two U-bolts. The U-bolts are not bent, they're not broken. If they're loose, I'll see shiny threads. The axle itself is securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken, it's free of illegal welds. Working my way back, I'm still looking at the side skin of the trailer. Now I'm gonna get back here, I'm gonna do the braking system. The way I check this one brake chamber, I will check them all the same way. I'm looking at the air lines going to the brake chambers. They're securely mounted, no abrasions, no bumps, no cuts in them, not leaking in the air. This is the spring brake chamber. They're securely mounted, it's not cracked or broken, not leaking air. Behind it is the push rod and slack adjuster. Both are securely mounted, not cracked or broken. To check the adjustment, I will release the trailer emergency brake, pull on the slack adjuster. I can have no more than an inch of play on the push rod. This is the S-cam. It's securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken. The S-cam turns and pushes up against this brake shoe and the brake lining. The shoe and lining, it's not cracked or broken. I must have at least a 1/4 inch of material on that brake lining. That pushes up against the brake drum. The drum itself is not cracked, bent, or broken. There's no oil, grease, or contaminants between the brake drum and the brake lining. The inside rim, it's securely mounted, not cracked, bent, or broken. It's free of illegal welds. The inside skin of the tire is properly seated to it. No abrasions, bulges, bumps, or cuts, not leaking air. Now I'm gonna come to the top of the tire. Because the rear tire, it can be a recap or a retread. They must be matching in size. And I must have at least 2/32 of tread depth. Now I'm gonna come inside. I'm gonna look at the rim and the Dayton spacer. They're securely mounted, not cracked or broken. They're free of illegal welds. Both sides of the tire is properly seated to the rim. No abrasions, bulges, bumps, or cuts, not leaking any air. Now I'm gonna come to the outside skin. Same thing. There's no abrasions, bulges, bumps, or cuts, not leaking air. It's properly seated to the rim. The rim is not cracked, bent, or broken. It's free of illegal welds. The lug nuts, they're all present and secure. Looseness be indicated by rust trails and metal sheathing. This is the axle seal, securely mounted, not cracked or broken, not leaking any fluid. The valve stems, they're securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken, not leaking air, cap is secure. With an air gauge, I will check to make sure I have 100 to 105 psi of air pressure in the tire. This is the door handle, it's securely mounted. Back here, I got the reflector and marker lights. They're securely mounted, not cracked or broken, clean and clear, red in color. The mud flap is securely mounted. It's not torn or ripped, it's not dragging on the ground. Now I'll come back here, I'm gonna look at the skin. The door skins. There's no holes, no tears, no intrusions in them. The hinges, they're securely mounted. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. These are the locking poles. They're securely mounted, not cracked or broken. The handles, they're securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken. The DOT reflector tape is clean and clear, must be 100% at the rear of the trailer. My rear lights, they're securely mounted, not cracked or broken, clean and clear, red in color. Marker lights, securely mounted, not cracked or broken, they're clean and clear, red in color. The license plate light, it's securely mounted, not cracked or broken, it's clean and clear. The license plate, securely mounted, it's clean and clear, matches the information either in the front of the trailer or in the driver's pouch. This is the DOT bumper, it's securely mounted, it's not cracked or broken. Now we'll come over to the side. If you wanted me to do this side of the trailer, I will do it exactly as I did that side of the trailer. That completes section C of the pre-trip inspection.